Love and relationships aren't always easy, but understanding human connection can transform the way we experience them. If you want to improve your relationships, whether romantic, family, or friendships, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe and let's explore this journey together. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Ever wonder why a simple Sunday dinner can turn into a battlefield? Why does your mother-in-law's innocent comment about the gravy send your spouse into a rage? If you've ever found yourself dreading family gatherings or questioning how to keep the peace, you're not alone. What if you could transform these tense moments into opportunities for deeper connection and understanding? Before we dive into the solutions, take a moment to reflect on your relationship with your in-laws. Answer the following questions honestly. 1. How often do you and your in-laws have disagreements? 2. When conflicts arise, do you feel supported by your spouse? 3. Do you feel respected and valued by your in-laws? 4. How comfortable are you discussing sensitive topics with them? 5. How often do you feel misunderstood by your in-laws? Keep your answers in mind. You'll find insights and strategies to help improve your responses by the end of this bookshot. Understanding the roots of conflict. The power of expectations. Conflicts often stem from unmet expectations. In-laws might have certain ideas about family roles, traditions, and how things should be done. You, on the other hand, might have a different vision. This clash of expectations can lead to misunderstandings and tensions. It's essential to acknowledge and discuss these expectations openly. Psychological insights. Understanding the psychological underpinnings of conflicts with in-laws can provide valuable insights and lead to more effective resolution strategies. These conflicts often arise from deep-seated emotional needs and interpersonal dynamics. By exploring the psychological factors at play, we can better navigate and mitigate these tensions. The need for validation and belonging. Renowned psychoanalyst Erich Fromm posited that humans have a fundamental need for validation and belonging. When we marry into a family, this need extends to our relationship with our in-laws. Feeling accepted and valued by them is crucial for our emotional well-being. When these needs are unmet, it can lead to feelings of rejection and insecurity, which can exacerbate conflicts. For instance, consider the situation where an in-law makes a critical comment about your job or lifestyle. If you perceive this as a lack of validation, it can trigger feelings of inadequacy and defensiveness. Understanding that this reaction stems from a deep-seated need for acceptance can help you address the situation more constructively. The role of projection. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where individuals attribute their own unwanted feelings or traits onto others. In the context of in-law relationships, both parties might project their insecurities, fears, and unresolved issues onto each other. This can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. For example, a mother-in-law might criticize her daughter-in-law's housekeeping not because the daughter-in-law is actually doing a poor job, but because the mother-in-law feels insecure about her own role and influence within the family. Recognizing projection can help both parties take a step back and reassess the situation with greater empathy and understanding. Existential psychotherapy insights. Irvin Yalom, a pioneer in existential psychotherapy, emphasizes the importance of authentic communication and understanding in resolving conflicts. According to Yalom, many interpersonal conflicts arise from existential concerns, such as the fear of losing one's identity or autonomy. In the context of in-law relationships, these fears can manifest in various ways. For instance, a parent might feel threatened by their child's new spouse because they fear losing their influence over their child. On the other hand, the new spouse might fear that they will never be accepted as a true member of the family. Yalom suggests that by addressing these underlying existential fears through open and honest communication, individuals can foster deeper connections and resolve conflicts more effectively. The influence of family systems theory. Family systems theory, developed by Murray Bowen, provides another valuable framework for understanding in-law conflicts. This theory posits that individuals cannot be understood in isolation, but must be seen as part of a larger family system. Each family member's behavior is influenced by and influences the behaviors of others within the system. In-law conflicts can often be traced back to dysfunctional family dynamics. For example, if a family has a history of poor communication and unresolved conflicts, these patterns are likely to continue with the new in-law. Understanding these dynamics can help you identify and break negative patterns, leading to healthier interactions. Attachment styles and in-law relationships. Attachment theory, pioneered by John Bowlby, suggests that early childhood experiences with caregivers shape our attachment styles, which in turn influence our adult relationships. There are 4 main attachment styles: secure, anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. Your attachment style can significantly impact your relationship with your in-laws. For instance, someone with an anxious preoccupied attachment style might seek excessive validation from their in-laws and feel overly distressed by perceived slights. Conversely, someone with a dismissive avoidant style might distance themselves emotionally, leading to a lack of genuine connection. Understanding your own attachment style and that of your in-laws can provide valuable insights into your interactions. It can help you recognize patterns, manage expectations, and develop healthier ways of relating to each other. The impact of unresolved family of origin issues. Unresolved issues from your family of origin can also play a significant role in conflicts with in-laws. For example, if you had a contentious relationship with your own parents, you might project these unresolved feelings onto your in-laws. Similarly, if your spouse had a problematic relationship with their parents, they might unconsciously reenact these dynamics with you and your parents. Therapeutic approaches like family of origin therapy can help individuals identify and address these unresolved issues. By working through past traumas and patterns, you can approach your in-law relationships with greater clarity and emotional resilience. Applying psychological insights to resolve conflicts. Self-reflection and awareness. The first step in applying these psychological insights is self-reflection. Take time to examine your own feelings, behaviors, and patterns in relation to your in-laws. Are you seeking validation? Are you projecting unresolved issues? Understanding your own psychological landscape can empower you to make conscious choices in your interactions. Empathy and understanding. Approach your in-laws with empathy and a genuine desire to understand their perspective. Recognize that their behaviors and reactions are influenced by their own psychological needs and experiences. By fostering empathy, you can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for resolving conflicts. Open and honest communication. Implement Irvin Yalom's emphasis on authentic communication. Express your feelings and concerns openly and honestly, while also being receptive to your in-laws' perspectives. This kind of dialogue can help uncover underlying issues and facilitate mutual understanding. Addressing family dynamics. Consider the broader family dynamics at play. Are there patterns of behavior that need to be addressed? Work with your spouse to identify and break these patterns. This might involve setting new boundaries, improving communication, and fostering healthier family interactions. Seeking professional help. If conflicts persist or feel overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist can provide valuable guidance and support in navigating the complex dynamics of in-law relationships. They can help you develop effective strategies for managing conflicts and building stronger, healthier relationships. By integrating these psychological insights into your approach to in-law conflicts, you can foster a more harmonious and understanding family environment. Remember, the journey to resolving conflicts with your in-laws is not just about finding quick fixes, but about understanding and addressing the deeper emotional and psychological factors at play. Applying the 5 love languages. Gary Chapman's The 5 Love Languages provides valuable insights into building strong relationships. By understanding and applying these love languages, you can enhance your relationship with your in-laws. Words of affirmation. Express positive words and compliments to your in-laws. Acknowledge their efforts and show gratitude. This can help build goodwill and reduce tensions. Quality time. Spend quality time with your in-laws to build a stronger connection. This could be as simple as having a coffee together or participating in family activities. Quality time shows that you value the relationship. Acts of service. Show your love and appreciation through acts of service. This could be helping with household chores or running errands. Acts of service demonstrate your willingness to contribute and support your in-laws. Gift. Thoughtful gifts can be a great way to show appreciation. It doesn't have to be expensive. A homemade treat or a small token of gratitude can go a long way in building positive relations. Physical touch. While physical touch might not always be appropriate, a warm handshake or a hug when greeting can help build a sense of closeness and trust. Addressing and resolving specific conflicts. Cultural and generational differences. Cultural and generational differences can often be a source of conflict. Understanding and respecting these differences is crucial. Have open conversations about your traditions and values. Find common ground and create new family traditions that incorporate elements from both sides. Parenting disagreements. Disagreements about parenting styles can be particularly challenging. It's important to present a united front with your spouse and establish clear boundaries with your in-laws. Discuss and agree on the major parenting decisions and communicate them respectfully to your in-laws. Financial conflicts. Money can be a sensitive topic. Be open and honest about your financial situation and avoid making assumptions about your in-laws' expectations. Establish clear boundaries regarding financial support and stick to them. Expert insights and real-life examples. Insights from Erich Fromm and Erwin Yalom. Erich Fromm's emphasis on understanding and empathy can be applied to your relationship with your in-laws. By genuinely seeking to understand their perspective, you can find common ground and build a stronger relationship. Erwin Yalom's focus on communication and transparency can help you navigate conflicts more effectively. Real-life examples. Consider the example of a couple who faced constant criticism from their in-laws about their parenting style. By using active listening and clear communication, they were able to explain their choices and establish boundaries. Over time, their in-laws began to understand and respect their decisions, leading to a more harmonious relationship. Building long-term harmony. Continual effort. Building a harmonious relationship with your in-laws requires continual effort. It's not a one-time fix, but an ongoing process. Regularly check in with your spouse and in-laws to ensure that everyone's needs and expectations are being met. Seeking professional help. If conflicts persist despite your best efforts, consider seeking professional help. A family therapist can provide valuable insights and strategies for resolving conflicts and building stronger relationships. Key takeaways. 1. Understand the roots of conflict. Acknowledge and discuss expectations openly. 2. Communicate effectively. Use active listening and clear, honest communication. 3. Build mutual respect. Establish boundaries and show appreciation. 4. Apply the 5 love languages. Use words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and physical touch to build positive relationships. 5. Address specific conflicts. Tackle cultural differences, parenting disagreements, and financial conflicts with openness and respect. 6. Seek professional help if needed. Don't hesitate to seek professional guidance if conflicts persist. Conclusion. Building a harmonious relationship with your in-laws is a journey that requires effort, understanding, and empathy. By applying the strategies discussed in this article, you can transform potential conflicts into opportunities for deeper connection and understanding. Test results and practical advice. Reflecting on the answers to the initial test can be a powerful tool for identifying areas for improvement in your relationship with your in-laws. Let's revisit the questions you answered and explore what your responses might indicate. By understanding these insights, you can apply practical advice to enhance these relationships. Revisiting the test questions. 1. How often do you and your in-laws have disagreements? If your answer is frequently, this might indicate unresolved tensions or communication issues. Rare disagreements could suggest that either there is mutual respect or that issues are being avoided rather than addressed. 2. When conflicts arise, do you feel supported by your spouse? Feeling supported by your spouse is crucial. If you don't feel supported, it could create additional stress and strain on your relationship with your in-laws. 3. Do you feel respected and valued by your in-laws? Feeling respected and valued is fundamental to a healthy relationship. If you often feel disrespected or undervalued, this could be a significant source of conflict. 4. How comfortable are you discussing sensitive topics with them? Comfort in discussing sensitive topics indicates a level of trust and openness. If you're uncomfortable, it may point to underlying issues of mistrust or fear of judgment. 5. How often do you feel misunderstood by your in-laws? Frequent feelings of being misunderstood can signal communication problems and a lack of empathy or effort to understand each other's perspectives. Practical advice based on your test results. Depending on your answers, here are tailored strategies to help you improve your relationship with your in-laws. 1. Frequent disagreements. Action step. Identify common sources of conflict and discuss them openly with your spouse. Create a plan to address these issues calmly and constructively. Example: if you and your in-laws often argue about household responsibilities, sit down with your spouse to outline clear roles and responsibilities. Present this unified plan to your in-laws to minimize misunderstandings. 2. Lack of spousal support. Action step. Have an open conversation with your spouse about how you can support each other better during conflicts. Express the importance of presenting a united front. Example: if you feel unsupported when your in-laws criticize you, discuss this with your spouse privately. Agree on signals or phrases that can be used to show support during family interactions. 3. Feeling disrespected or undervalued. Action step. Use the principles of active listening and clear communication to express your feelings calmly. Aim to understand their perspective as well. Example: if you feel your in-laws don't value your opinions, express your feelings by saying, "I feel hurt when my opinions are dismissed. Can we find a way to discuss things where everyone feels heard?" 4. Discomfort in discussing sensitive topics. Action step. Build trust gradually by starting with less sensitive topics and demonstrating empathy and understanding. Gradually progress to more sensitive issues. Example: begin by discussing neutral topics like hobbies or interests. As trust builds, gradually introduce more personal or sensitive topics, always showing respect for their viewpoints. 5. Feeling misunderstood. Action step. Enhance communication by seeking to understand their perspective before explaining yours. Use I statements to avoid sounding accusatory. Example: if you feel misunderstood about your parenting choices, say, "I understand you care deeply about our children. I'd like to share why we chose this approach and hear your thoughts." Take the first step towards resolving conflicts with your in-laws today. Apply the strategies discussed in this article and watch your relationships transform. Remember, harmony is not just a destination, but a journey. Embrace the process and enjoy the rewards of stronger, more fulfilling family bonds. Love and connection thrive when we take the time to understand them. If this video gave you a new perspective, let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so we can keep exploring together. Want more? We've got you covered. Click the link below and get even deeper insights. No cost, just value.